Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I've been getting tons of questions to do a very similar eye look than this one right here. I just did a recent photo shoot with Andrew Does Hair. He had just cut my hair, and he usually takes photos of most of his clients. So we went ahead and did that, whatever. But honestly, the eye look that I was wearing is something that I wear all the time. This is like my warm color eye look. So I went ahead and filmed a tutorial for you guys so that you guys would be able to recreate it at home. It's very simple, and I go very, very, very in depth on this eye look, which is cool. I've never done that before. Usually I just do my eyeshadow and I'm like, boom, 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 we're done. No, I like literally teach you how I blend my makeup. So if you guys are curious to see how to achieve this look, go ahead and keep on watching. All right, you guys ready to get real close and personal? Before I start off any makeup, my lotion is running out, so we're just gonna use all of it. I don't waste anything. If you know me, I don't waste anything. Okay, so this is the Vya Naturals Vitamin C Moisturizer. That's what I've been using on my face lately, and I kind of like it. I got it from Amazon. Okay, I'm just gonna let that dry, soak into my skin for a little. Okay, now that that is soaked into my face, I'm gonna take the Bedescue facial spray. This is the rose one. It definitely smells like my grandma's bathroom, but I don't care because it works really good and it has things in it that are good for your skin. And plus it's tacky, so it lets everything just set nicely on my face. I think, at least that's what they tell me. I might be wasting $12, but. Okay, the Benefit Professional, this is their newest pearl one. It has like a little radiance to it, but it still dries matte. I was very nervous. I thought it was gonna dry like really oily, but it's actually pretty matte still. And it's pink, which is very pretty. My chin is breaking out right now due to stress and my fingers. The reason why I say my fingers is because if you watch my Insta stories, you see me like this all the time. It's just a thing. Oh, I got a new pimp. There's pimps all over my face. We are gonna try to cover those up with this primer. It will not do anything, but we will pretend that it will. Oh my gosh, I need to like pop them. I know I shouldn't pop my pimples, but that's what I do with my life. Maybelline FitMe Concealer. This is in the shade 20 Sand. So I'm going to put this all the way down my face because I am going to war. I don't paint it like this on my cheeks. But it said it was going to war, so we're gonna just pretend. For a couple seconds. I usually do this, I don't know why, but that's what I do. Get a little more on my nose. So that is my T-zone, aka pretty much my whole face. Makes me feel better that I don't put concealer all over my whole face, but let's be honest, I really do. And that is because foundation makes me break out really bad. I don't know why concealers work for me, but they do. If I need a little touch up here or there, I'll take the Colourpop Concealer. This is in light 20. And I will just add little splotches to where I have pimples, which is pretty much all over my face right now, but we're just gonna pretend that they're in these areas, and then I just blend out to my jawline. And I just set under my under eyes. I'm gonna be using Lagure Minerals in the color Shine. This I bought off of Amazon. I've been using this stuff for years. I have no idea how I got onto this stuff, but it works great. I just take one of those cheapy sponges. The reason why I bring my setting powder all the way out is because of fallout when I do my eye makeup. I'm gonna wait a little bit to do my face makeup just so my concealer foundation can set. And it doesn't get splotchy. I've realized that sometimes if I go right into doing my face makeup after I put on my foundation or concealer because I don't wear powder on my face, it gets kind of splotchy because it's still wet. I'm gonna take MAC Charcoal Brown eyeshadow with a little angled brush, and we're gonna fix my brows. Wish I could say I did hair-like strokes, but I don't. I just literally fill them in. Okay, and when I get to the front, I'm not gonna really take much product, and I'm just gonna angle my brush sideways and draw it down a little bit. And then usually I mess up everything. And touch it up with a beauty blender to soften that inner part, because I have to fake having little eyelashes there, or hair eyebrows. And then I will take Gimme Brow in the shade 3. And I will brush up my eyebrows and really brush up those front ones. Okay, now we're gonna clean up the eyebrows, because Lord have mercy, I need help. Colourpop Concealer in Neutral 15. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that concealer, a tiny little brush. This is from Morphe. And I'm just gonna put the excess on my eyelids, and then I'm gonna bring it up and blend, cleaning up all the areas I messed up. I have a lot of excess, and I'm going to use that as my primer for my eyelids. Morphe 25A palette. This is the Copper Spice palette. Okay, I'm going to take a Morphe blending brush. I don't ever clean my brushes. I'm going to take this first color right here. I should clean my brushes. I know I should. And I'm going to blend that all the way up, almost to my eyebrow. And this is just because I have a ton of eyebrow or eyelid space. So I have realized over the years, the higher I bring up my eyeshadow, the better it opens up my eyes, because my eyes are really small, but I have a ton of lids. So I want to make that illusion that I have more eye than I do. So that is the first transition color. It's just a tiny bit shade darker than what my skin color is already. I'm going to hop on over to this goldy color over here. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of orange with it too. Flick off the excess and do that same thing, bringing it really high up. And I usually just go back and forth on that transition color. And I skip from eye to eye. I don't focus on one eye at a time. Okay, and I usually bring my transition color in the little sockets on the inside. And notice how I'm not putting it down here. I'm literally just focusing it up high. I'm gonna take that same brush. I'm gonna move into these 3 colors right here. Honestly, they all look the same. That's why I mix them. And we are going to bring this down on the lid and really dig it in my crease. So this is going to be like my main color. So I'm doing tiny little circles with it too, just really getting it in that crease. Same thing with the other side. At this point, I usually take a step back and look at my mirror and see where I need to add color. Okay, that seems about good for that. Okay, this is where I really start focusing in on my outer corner and my lid area. This is an E18 from Morphe. I'm gonna grab this color right here and a little bit of that color down there. Really tap off this because it's really, really pigmented. And I get really close to my mirror and I start putting that on the outer corner of my eyelid and going into my crease. Do you see that? Be very gentle with this part because you can go way too overboard way too quick. Do the same with the other side. It's gonna look pretty not blended. Then you're gonna take a, usually I take a, this is a Morphe 505. It's a clean blending brush, and I'm just gonna really soften the look up and blend that outer lid corner. So this color goes right in there. Okay, and at this point, this is when I choose a lid color. Sometimes I just leave it blank. Sometimes I leave it just the way it is, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Today I want to add a little tiny bit of fun, so I'm going to add this first color right here mixed with a tiny bit of that gold right there. And we're just gonna pop that right on the lid. And the reason why I use my finger is because these shimmery, foily colors, the pigments, they have a lot of fallout, and so if you use a brush, you barely get anything on, but you get a ton on your cheeks. The reason why you use your finger is because it's warm and it's kind of moist. Sorry if that word offends anybody, but that's just what it is. Okay, so that's just a very soft lid color. I'm gonna go ahead and take that blending brush from before and just literally very lightly blend so that it is a smooth transition to the lid. So my favorite eyeliner is the NYX Liquid Matte Eyeliner. Even enough for me. They're never even. They are never even, but if you keep on messing with it, then they just get thicker and thicker and thicker, and that ain't cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very light coat of the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This is my absolute favorite mascara, and it's like $7, but I just put a little coat on there. But this is the point where I'm gonna go ahead and wipe away all this translucent powder. So it cleans up everything, which is so nice. Perfect. Perfect. Let's add some color into this ghostly face. So I'm gonna be taking the Sun Chaser Bronzer. This is in the color Rhea by Thive Causemetics. This stuff is amazing. It says it like blurs and stuff. I totally believe that that is true. So we are going to, and a little goes a long way, which is so nice. Blend that into my cheeks, my temples. We're gonna blend it up into my hairline. Okay, we're gonna do my chin. And then I'm gonna take the Hula Bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm gonna take like a little tiny angled brush. I'm literally just gonna go whoop, just like that, just to add some contour to my cheeks. It's just a little tiny bit darker than the bronzer that I used on top. I know you're supposed to use like gray contours. I don't. All right, there that is, just very subtle. See that little contour line right there? Very subtle. So I got my blush. It's the True Match L'Oreal blush in Perfect Peach. Wait, there's nothing in there. That's because I love it so much. I need to go get a new one. I'm just gonna put that right on the front side of my cheeks and then very lightly blend it out. Now let's do some false eyelashes. I'm gonna be using Ardell Wispies today. A House of Lashes glue, my ultimate favorite glue. I would suggest using Duo Glue if you're new at doing eyelashes, and then move your way up to this stuff. But this stuff is just, oh, it's so good. Your eyelashes stay on all day, but if you get it on your actual eyelashes, they fall out. So while those are drying, oh, of course I set them on my highlighter to dry. I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter, and we're gonna go in with the Morphe 510 brush. Down the nose, Cupid's bow, and then I'm gonna take this little Morphe brush, it's very tiny. I'm gonna take a little bit of that highlight. I'm gonna go right at the arch of my eyebrows and on the inner corner. And then I'm gonna take, since I have the BH Cosmetics palette right here, this is the Stone palette, the Warm Stone. I'm gonna take that first color right there. We're gonna pop it right on the inner corner just to highlight. And a tiny bit on the brow arch. Just like that. Then I'm gonna take my eyelashes with my tweezers. We're gonna put these bad boys on. Oh, there's a little lint. So I start in the middle and I just drop it right there. I just drop it right in the middle just like that. And then I always attach the front first. And then I take the back. And I attach the back. The more you practice, the easier it is, but you want to hold the very center. Put your eyelashes up like they're facing heaven. Attach the front. And grab that back and just set the back on there. And then you want to pinch your little eyelashes together so that they're very close to your lash line. Keeping them on your skin though. Okay, and I like to go in with a tiny bit of mascara and just blend them in the slightest bit. Okay, I'm gonna take the Urban Decay or the Vice Liquid Lipstick in 1993. I have this issue with my lips right on the inner corners. The one thing I suck at is applying lipstick. All right, and then we are going to set with some setting spray. I'm using the facial spray as setting spray. If you open your mouth, it kind of tastes sweet. All right, so there we go. There is the finished eye look. I will go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see. Super warm colors, but this is like what I wear all the time. These were the exact same colors that I used in my recent photo shoot with Andrew. You guys were asking a ton of questions on what I used then, so this is pretty much the exact look. If you guys have any questions at all, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. I'll make sure to get back to you, and I will list every single product I used in my description. what are those called? I don't know. They'll be down there. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.